Thursday. I wanted to come on and answer some questions about the membership and just to kind of give everyone a chance. If you have questions, you can put those in the comments. If you're watching this on the replay, you can still put your questions in the comments and I will get to those as well. Unfortunately, Facebook doesn't have the tech for me to be able to share my screen with you at the same time as being live. It's not as cool as Zoom, I guess. I did want to kind of show you some things in the membership, but I'm just going to have to be able to talk about them. And then I will link a video in the comments that gives you a tour of the membership. So if you want to be able to see what I'm talking about, you can do that. I will also put the link for you to sign up to get access to the demo site so you can kind of just get a feel. There's samples on there. There's at least a week or two of the different subjects so you can kind of see what's included and how the formatting works. So just to kick off, what is the Feast Table membership? So basically what I've done is I've taken all the different parts of the feast and I've put them into one membership. So with a Gentle Feast, we organize our day into 4 different sections, just like you would a 4-course fine meal, because we're providing this beautiful, rich educational experience for our children. Our job as the teachers is to provide this feast for our children. And so it really helped me when I was first figuring out how to do a Charlotte Mason education with 5 children to have these kind of like buckets, have these different courses in my day. It really helped create a rhythm and a flow to what we were doing. So we start off with morning time. That is your artist study, your composer study, your Bible reading, just truth, beauty, and goodness pouring into your kids first thing in the morning. Currently, you can get all of the parts of the feast, including the morning time, a la carte. They come as a digital PDF or they come as a printed book. But the morning time plans, what you're doing, are now included in this online portal. I'll explain the difference here in a little bit, but let me just go through the different courses. So first we have the morning time course. Then we have language arts, which is like your super salad. I designed the language arts packets to be really inclusive, the way Charlotte Mason said to teach language arts. So it's copy work, it's dictation, it's learning grammar and spelling organically through those methods rather than doing 45 minutes of bunch of workbook pages for language arts, which is excruciating. So I wanted it to feel really holistic and tied in to what we were learning. So the language arts packets are part of that. Then we have the main course, which is our main subjects. So right now there's a printed teacher planner that has online plans, so you can just get the online plans. And then dessert, we offer online art classes and some other enrichment things like our scouting book. Those are your 4-course meal. And so like I said, currently you can buy all of those a la carte and nothing is changing there. So you can still purchase all of those on agentlefeast.com, either again as like a PDF or as a printed book for those different sections, for those different courses. And then in the membership, those 4 courses are all included into one online portal. The really cool thing about it is it has an app that you can use to pull up your lesson plans. And so all the links and things are included in the plan. So I'm actually going to try to show you this on my phone since I can't show you share my screen. But I will, like I said, I will include the tour and I will include the link for the demo site because I really do feel like it's beneficial to get your hands dirty, get in there, really, just feel your way around. Okay. So right now I'm on the cycle 1 morning time. Can you see that? There's like a glare from the sun. So you can see the different subjects listed here. Okay. And when I click on them, so let's say I am doing composer study. That's one with a lot of links. So I click on composer study. It has like a how-to to kind of help me kind of figure out. It has a glossary for us to use. And then I'm going to click on week 2. Okay. And then it has the actual lesson plan written here. And then the links to the different musical pieces that you're going to listen to, if there's any sheet music, all of it is right here. You're not having to jump and have multiple resources to use for anything in the membership. So that's morning time. Let me show you an actual grade level here. So if I'm on cycle 1, let's go to form 1. Okay, it's the same thing. So it has everything for form 1 here. Okay. And if I click on the actual lesson plan, let me see, like if I click on, a lot of these aren't published yet, but is this one published? Yeah. Okay. So if I click on like geography week 1, it has the day 1 assignment right here for me to look at. It has the embedded YouTube videos right here. You're not having to go on YouTube and see ads or see other things you might not want your kids to see. And the day 2 lessons are right here. If there's a download, something that you can print out to use like a map, it's right there too. So convenient. My goal in this was to really make something that was like super user friendly for just some of the changes I've seen in the homeschool community since I started Gentle Feast 10 years ago. To really have something that is accessible for families that are traveling, families that are working part-time, for families that might have, extra helpers coming in, or they're switching off who's teaching, like to have a resource that is literally just at your fingertips, to make it so easy for everybody. So that is one of the reasons why I created this table. I also get asked a lot, like, what do I purchase? There's so many different things and I'm confused. And so now it's just the membership. It makes it really easy. Everything is included in there for all forms. So for grades 1 through 12, for all subjects. So you can make decisions based on what's best for your family. So if you have a child that might need to go, you want to give them more of a challenge, or if you have a child who might be struggling in a certain area, you get to see all the different books for all the different levels. And so you can make that decision. It's not like you're buying a grade 5 $500 box curriculum and then you're like, oh, this is too hard or too easy for my kid, and you've spent all this money. Like with the membership, you get to see what books are at all the different levels. The language arts packets for all the different levels are included as PDFs, and so you can really easily customize it for your kids, which was another goal that I had. So that kind of gives you some of the background. A lot of people, I'm just going to share some of the questions that I've frequently received. So what is different? So again, it's having everything all in one place. So you're not having to juggle between different Google Docs and online links and your printed planner. Like, it's all in the actual online portal. I also have had a lot of requests for parents, especially who are new to this approach, parents who are needing a little more help with narration. They want to kind of give their children some more independence because maybe, again, they might be traveling, they might be moving, they might have all these other things happening. And so I have created for history narration guide in the actual portal. Say like, okay, here's the important people in this lesson. This lesson, for example, like Adam of the Road. So like this book is talking about minstrels. Here is what minstrels are, and giving the children a little bit more guidance with some of the terms and things they might find. I'm starting with history. So again, I'm writing this all myself. A Gentle Feast is a family-run, small little operation here. So I don't have, staff who's writing content for me. It's me. And so, yeah, I'm starting with history and adding in some narration prompts, extra extensions, videos, those kind of things. Also included in the membership, like I said, are all the different parts. So you have the morning time has its own portal with all the links and subjects. The language arts packets are included. The main course subjects, for sure, all subjects for grades 1 through 12 are included. And then dessert, the art lessons are also included. So if you buy those a la carte, that's over $600 worth of material that you're getting in the membership. So it is a great, great, great value. Another really cool thing about the membership is I've included a teacher training portal, and there's also a Start Here portal. So you go into the Start Here portal and it will kind of guide you based on whether or not like you're completely new to this, you've been a Gentle Feast customer for a long time, and it'll kind of guide you on how to plan out your school year, give you tools and resources for figuring out, what your schedule is going to be and how do you combine different levels, and all of that is included in the Start Here portal. And then the teacher training portal is where I've included some of my courses and different things to help you as a teacher fill your own cup and get that professional development to grow your own heart, mind, and soul as you're pouring into your children. So that's another thing. That's like the beverage of the feast. But that teacher trainer training portal is really cool, and it will keep getting more into it as well. So again, if you are a current Journal Feast customer, nothing is changing to what you already own. It's all staying in Kajabi, where you're able to access it now. If you're new and you're like, well, which one do I choose? So it really depends on what your needs are. So if you're like, I just want to buy one thing, I want to have it, I want to use it 4 years from now with my other kids, buy it a la carte and then it's yours. If you buy the physical morning time book, it's yours. The membership is like a subscription. So you're subscribing to it every month and you're getting access that way. So that's something that some people really like, having the printed book, being able to see all the different forms on one page. They like having Google Sheets and those kind of things. And so it kind of depends on that for you. Like if you're like, I really need the convenience, I really have so much going on, I need to have all these links in one place, or you have older children and you want them to be more independent and you tell them what they're doing for the day, but then they're able to log into the membership and see their assignments, see the things that they need to do, and be more independent and keeping track of their work. That might be something that would be better for you in the membership. Another really cool thing about the membership, and this was really, really important to me, was I really wanted to have an enhanced community. Facebook is great, but it's not the best platform I've realized for building the kind of community I wanted. So inside the membership, it's actually a separate app. There's the Kajabi app, and then there's the Kajabi Communities app. Inside the membership, we have a whole separate, thriving, amazing community. And it allows you to connect with people that are just doing your cycle, people that have your form, and you can ask questions in here. Each cycle has like a table mom to help answer questions. And we're also doing challenges and meetups, like we just met yesterday, and I broke everybody into Zoom rooms and they were able to talk and get to know each other better, which was really cool. I also am trying to create more of a community for the children. So like next Wednesday, we're doing a STEM show and tell. So our April STEM challenge was to build a fairy house, which was really fun. I enjoyed seeing everyone's houses. And so they are going to share those next Wednesday. So it's an opportunity. I'm going to do different ones, different topics and different things each month. And it allows the children an opportunity to see other students who are also using the same style of learning that they're doing. It's enabled for them to make some friends online and just get to see other children and see that, oh, other kids also do these things. I'm not the only one. And I think that would be really motivating and exciting for the kids as well. So we're doing that next week. So that is something really awesome that we're able to offer inside of the actual community app, which is really neat. So there's just a lot of extras. There's so many bonuses, so many things inside this membership. So I hope that helps kind of give an idea of what the differences between the two different options are. And if you need help, like figuring out which one would be best for your family based on your goals and your kids' ages and needs, please, leave a comment on this video or feel free to email us at team@ajournalfeast.com, and we will give you some more individual guidance if that's something that you're needing. The only things that are not included in the membership are the sight and sound and the scouting, because those are separate curriculums. But everything else is included as well. So a lot of people have asked about, how do I plan? I'm used to my planner. I like the Google Sheets. Like, what do I do inside this membership? So inside the membership, there are schedule checklists by subject. So instead of by weeks or by forms, you have a checklist by weeks depending on the subject. I'm going to actually, since I can't share my screen, I'm going to print one of these out for you guys so I can show you what I'm talking about. And there are things that you can print. So there are, like I said, maps. There are different resources for the kids. There are language arts books, the student pages for morning time, and then there's sample schedules, schedule cards, these subject planning sheets that I'm going to show you. So lots that you can also print, but it's not the same as the current membership. I really wanted it to be integrated and it's just with all the extras and things, you can't put that on a piece of paper. So this is what it looks like. This is what is this? Form 1 literature. So it just basically is like a checklist for you. So it's, again, it has the 12 weeks, the 4 days, and you can just check off each day what you were doing. So hopefully that will make it easier for you to plan. You also get a free PDF of this new blank homeschool planner that I love so much. This will be available in the store in the next week. But you do get a free PDF of it in the membership. So it helps you plan your week. If you're used to the current grid, it looks very, very similar. So, and some more spaces as well. And then, let me show you the last page. Your afternoon page. So again, and then celebrating your wins. And then this is the planning page for the next week. So it's really easy to take what's in the membership, write it down each week, use these scheduled subject schedules to help you I can't hold it up, to stay on track. But you're not having to juggle a million books, a million pages, a million sheets. I put a video, I think I shared it in here, where I was like sitting by the pool and I'm just like planning the year, and I just like have all the stuff on my phone. It's so convenient. So it really is easy to plan. I have a whole separate planning video too I can share as well. All right, and then people have been asking about like joining, when you're joining. So this is, we're now accepting current founding members for the 2026 school year. And the founding member rate that we're giving everyone is $29 a month for this first year. So it's such a deal. I mean, I can't even, like I've said, I can't even take my kids to Chick-fil-A for $29 now. And then it allows you, to get in there. If it's not for you, you can cancel, as long as you do it 24 hours before the next month. And it really is just such a great deal to get your feet wet and see what you think inside of it. We will be shutting doors after Labor Day, if not sooner, depending on how many people join, because I want to keep it small this first year and, get feedback and build this amazing thing together. And so just so you know, you won't be able to join after Labor Day. A lot of people, want to join the school year and stuff like that, and you'll have access if you, join in June, but then you don't start your school year until after Labor Day. That's totally fine. So, we're going to make that all work for everyone. But just so you know, I know lots of people start their school years at different times and things like that. But after Labor Day, you will not be able to join for this year. Let me see if there are any other questions that are coming through. For some reason, Facebook is not showing me any comments. So maybe there are comments, but I can't see them. Something went wrong, of course. Oh, there's okay. Now I see all your comments. Sorry. Okay, now I'll answer your questions. Okay, I'll ask a question for later. The language arts packets on the fee table membership uploaded through term 1 of each of the cycles at this point, and are those going to be added June 1st in full? Okay, so the lesson plans don't come out until June 1st. So if you join the membership now, you get to have, there's so much in there. There's so much in the Start Here portal. There's so much in the Teacher Training Vault. Like I said, we're having these live meetups and things that we're all doing right now, which is really cool. The summer morning time packet's going to go in there pretty soon. I'm just putting a ton in there. It's really fun. The term 1 language arts packets for forms 1 through 3 are currently in there. So those are already ready. I didn't change anything for those. Yes, this is the same app that you can access the current main course subjects on. It's just very, very different on how it's set up. It's right now you go in there and it's like form 2 book list, form 2 lesson plans, and it takes you to the Google Sheet. So it's basically like a landing page for the different resources. This is where actually all the lessons are embedded into the app, because that allows me to put so much more in it. So it's not just read pages 14 through 24 in our island story and narrate like the current main course plans would be. It's here, while I'm talking about our island story, let me pull it up for you on my phone. And I think you can see this in the demo site as well. I'm pretty sure these are in the sample week. Okay, I keep clicking on Form 1. I want Form 2. Where is it? Form 2. Okay, so I'm in, like, again, the Form 2. You can see all the different subjects. I go to American British History, week 1. Okay, so there it's like before reading, ask your child about this. Here are the people, here are the places. Look these places up on a globe or an atlas. During reading, your child might want to like sketch a cartoon of what they're reading. After reading, tell the story of Albion and Brutus. Discuss, ask your child what elements make the story a myth. So there's more guided lesson plans. So again, this isn't something that can fit in a Google Sheet or in the current format because there's so much into these lessons. Um, so then the next day, so like your whole week's in here, ask the child what they remember from last time. Put these names on a note card or on a board. Um, After reading, ask your child, tell me about Julius Caesar's battle with the Britons. Your child might want to act this out with soldiers or Lego bricks. So again, giving some more expansion to the lessons, some more support for you as the parent, but also some creativity in terms of narration as well. So I'm confused. Are they separate? Shannon, can you tell me what they is? I'm not sure what they is that you're referring to. Is there anything for kids under 6? Trying to think. So, like the sight and sound packets are not in there. Again, they can listen to what you're doing with your older children. There is like seasonal resources. So like I just put in the Holy Week plans. I put in books for like Easter. So those are picture books that you could definitely read to like younger children. Is there a digital planner checklist that you can edit? I love the planner and it's exactly what I need, but I want to be able to write some notes digitally. So Shannon, if you are currently using the current portal, there is a digital PDF of the teacher planner in the current a la carte options. So you should be able to write on that digitally. This is blank, but you do get it as a PDF. So if you use like GoodNotes or something, I think that might be what you're asking, you can write in this digitally. You don't have to print it out. So that makes it even easier, right? Is it only cycle 1? No, all the cycles are there. Great question, Melanie. Thank you. Yeah, all the cycles are there. I was just showing you that, and that's what's in the demo site because I'd have to make a lot of demo sites, which is really complicated tech-wise. But yes, all the cycles are in there. So when you purchase the Feast Table membership, it's $29 a month. Someone asked about that. You are basically buying like a ticket to the banquet is how I'm describing it. So you buy like your monthly ticket. Then you'll get a code that you will use to subscribe to your table. Whatever cycle you are is the table, right? I'm sorry. My allergies are so bad. Sorry. That table is like your monthly subscription, but you get that first month free with that code because you already bought like your ticket to the banquet pretty much. So you'll enter your information, you'll buy that ticket, you'll get an email with codes that say, which of these cycles do you want? You click on the cycle that you want and it'll make it'll take you to that subscription page for that cycle, but it makes it free for the first month. So you're not having to pay again. And then it'll subscribe you every month that you stay in that cycle. So again, this is for next school year. So like the lesson plans aren't in there. So, it's not something that you're going to buy to try to finish out this school year because the lesson plans for term 1 don't come to June 1st because I'm literally like writing these all myself. So I'm just going to show you guys. Like this is literally what I did this week. So like I'm reading through the books. Again, like all those narration prompts, extensions, those kind of things, like I'm doing those myself. So yeah, it's a lot. And so yeah, June 1st, term 1 will come out, term 2, and then term 3 later this summer. We're going to close the doors after Labor Day, but we still have some fun things for the summer. So the summertime morning time packet will be there. We'll have a book club. We'll keep those monthly meetups going where the parents can get together and talk and share, where the kids can get together and have show and tell. So like I said, this month is the STEM challenge. In May, it's going to be a spring nature journal challenge, and the kids can come on and share their nature journals, those kind of things. So I meant to ask if the Kajabi app the same as the Feast Life. I think they are separate resources. So it's the same app. It's Kajabi. So like if you have the current resources, I'll just show you. You can access those too. So I mean I have 50 million things in my Kajabi from all the different things. But like I have like the new table plans, that's the new ones, and then I have the old, well, maybe I don't in this account. No, I don't in this account. This is the account so to show you this. But in my other account, I have them as well. The other cool thing is if you have any other curriculums that use this app. So for math for high school, I'm recommending Denison Math. They also use this platform, which has been great with my kids because they're like, my high school kids can switch between the lesson plans that I have for them, and then they go into Denison and they do their math, but they're all like in one portal, which is really great. I really do like this for the high school. It really has helped with them being more independent. You're able to go in. I don't know if you saw this on the demo site. You can actually go in and mark lesson plans as done, which is so fun. It's like checking off a box, but it's a cute little star, and you click it. It's like, ooh. So that feels good. Exams will be in there, definitely for history, like I said, because that's where I'm starting. But I will add more subjects as I can get to them as well. So, does anyone else have any questions? It's so weird in this chat thing. Yeah, so some people have asked, like, do I have to have this? Or can I just use what I've already had? You can totally use what you already have. Nothing is changing. It is wonderful. It has blessed hundreds of families for the past decade. I just wanted to offer something new and different. I really feel like the landscape of homeschooling is changing. Life is changing. Families are changing. And, I have all high school kids now. And being able to bring in new technology that, quite honestly, I would not have been able to do this even last year in terms of technology of all the different things that I might be able to offer now. So technology is always evolving too. And so I want to be able to utilize that to make things easier for you as the parent to be able to offer this life-giving education in a way that fits your real life and what you need for your family. So, it's a different option for different families. I guess that's how I'm kind of wording it. Some people are doing both. Some people are like, I love my printed planner. I had people on that call yesterday. There's one lady who literally was one of my first customers for a Gentle Feast. Not Shay. She's one of the first people too. I love you, Shay. But, she was like, oh my goodness, I remember using a Gentle Feast back in the color days. So yeah, she's been using it for 9 years and she's just graduating her first child from high school in a month, which is just so amazing. And I'm so grateful for my long-term Gentle Feasters who have just been so supportive and just have embraced this lifestyle, and it's been really neat. But it's also really cool in the community too. Like I'm able to see people and see their kids a little more than you can in like a Facebook group. So I know some people who are like they're using their teacher planner. They want to keep using that format in the Google Sheets that they've been used to and they love and they already own them all. But they're still joining the membership because they want the community, they want the access to some of these online classes and resources and extra tools for their high school kids. And they're trying it out. Like I said, for $29 a month, it's like the best deal ever. So I do have affiliates, Jillian. Great question. I believe once you join, like in the community, there's a thing that tells you how to do it. But if you can also email me at admin@agentlefeast.com and I can get you set up for that as well. Okay, the Feast Life Planner PDF with the membership. Heather, can you give me a little more information? So if you have the membership, you get this planner so that you can plan out your weekly lessons. So it's a PDF, so you can either write on it in GoodNotes or you can get it printed out. The old teacher planner is what I was referring to. Yeah, let me show you guys. So if you've been using a Gentle Feast for a while, this might look familiar. If you're new, this is what the a la carte planner looks like if you get it printed. But there is a PDF of this inside the current product, is what I was saying. I wasn't sure which planner she was referring to. Okay, great. I'm glad I answered the question. And again, like I really want to make this as easy as possible. If you are new, to Charlotte Mason. If you are new to a Gentle Feast, I highly recommend the membership over what is currently there. Just because you don't have to make as many decisions, like everything is literally included. And so it just makes it so much easier for you as the parent to be like, what do I get? Like, but there's also just a lot more hand holding that I'm able to do in the membership and kind of walk you through all the different steps. And then the community and having people in your cycle, people who are your form, just as a newbie, like if I would have had that, like, wow. So I tried to make like a Gentle Feast really have a lot of handholding and a lot of resources, but like this membership is just taking it up exponentially. So if you're new and getting started, that would be definitely where I'd recommend. Yes, there's additional handicraft support in the membership. Heather, who does the current art classes, is doing clay modeling classes as well. Will you be able to print anything from the membership or just assets via phone or your computer? So yes, you can print. Well, you can print this if you want to plan with it. You can print the student language arts packets. You can print the student morning time pages. There are maps. There are extra resources and sheets. Like, I don't know if you were here when I was talking about the island story, like there's a little cartoon sheet that you can print off. So there are lots of printables like that inside the membership. In terms of planning, this is the subject schedule. So it's by subject, which so many people have requested from me, because rather than seeing all the forms on one page and having to flip, like if you don't complete everything in a week, you might be on week 7 in geography and week 5 in natural history, and you're having to flip back and forth with multiple forms in multiple weeks. Having it all by subject, having one form, one subject in one grid is actually a lot easier, and then you don't feel as behind. You just know, okay, I'm doing the next thing as well. So Michaela, I hope that answers your question. Heather says, I remember another question. I think you mentioned there are a number of books embedded in the membership. Yep, 100%. So thank you, Heather, for pointing that out. So yes, in the morning time, the Bible passage to read is actually in here. So that's always nice, especially if you're like traveling and stuff, because Bibles are heavy. And then if the book is like in the public domain, it is, I'm trying to think. So this is, yes, so this is Cycle 1, Form 1. And if I go to Natural History, so this is the Burgess Animal Book. So day 1, watch the video, have your child color the sheet. So here's the video of the Eastern Cottontail Rabbit, and then the coloring sheet is actually included as a download in here. And then ask your child what they and day 2, ask your child what they remember about the Eastern Cottontail Rabbit. Today you're going to read them a story. And so the Burgess Animal Book is actually all in here, which is really nice too. If there is an audio version of a book, I include that sometimes. Well, most of the like if there's like a free version audio book, obviously I can't include Audible. They would get a little mad at me about that. But if there's, let me see if I can go to like Form 2. Gosh, it's so hard to read these without my glasses, y'all. I should have put my glasses on before I came into this. Okay, so this is Form 3 literature, and so it has some directions for you as a parent. It has book talk questions. It has a guide for you on Adam of the Road, in case you haven't read that book. And then you can see here, so it's like before you read, it explains some things about minstrels to the kids. There's a picture. And then, here we go. So here are the actual chapters for that week embedded in here. So they can listen to them without having to go to a different platform. If it's like a book that's in the public domain and it has like a LibriVox recording or something like that. Obviously that's not every book, and not every book is, some of the books are in the public domain, but they'd be way too long to like put in here. So I've just, done that with like some of the Form 1 books, Form 2 that are a little bit, like our island story would be too long. So I've tried, but like Form 2 citizenship for Cycle 1, 50 famous stories is small. So like that's in here. So as much as possible, I've tried to, again, just make this so easy and so economical so you have everything right at your fingertips. So I hope that answers your question. Let me check and see if there's any more. And again, if you watch this, think, oh my gosh, I've been talking for 30 minutes. No, I really like to talk. If you watch all 30 minutes of this and you still have questions, please put them in the comments. I will put a link in the comments to the tour if you want to take that. I will also put a link to the demo site so you can go in and get your feet wet on everything that's in the membership. And yeah, we have over 300 members in there already. It is incredible. We had such a great meeting yesterday. We had so much fun connecting, and I'm just so incredibly grateful for the group that God is bringing together in this. But the support for if you have the current a la carte plans, like the Facebook group isn't going anywhere, and we still have all the moderators, and we're all still there to support you and help you as well. So again, it's just what of these options is something that would fit the needs for you and for your family in the current season that you're in. So we are here to help answer your questions, and thanks everyone for watching. Bye.